3.8 kilometers swimming, 180 kilometers cycling, 42.2 kilometers running. After 8 hours, 10 minutes and 37 seconds, Chris McCormick became the Ironman World Champion for the second time in 2010.
Triathlon, we swim, bike and run, but the bike, as I said, is the biggest component of the race. You know, predominantly half of the event will be spent on the bike. So, you know, you want to be comfortable, you want to be aero, and you want to make sure that those two things don't interrupt or interfere with your ability to run fast and win the race.
Every autumn, professionals and amateurs from all over the world meet in Hawaii to prove themselves in the toughest race of the triathlon calendar. Over the years, the triathlon has become a driver of innovation in the development of lighter and higher performance time trial bikes made from composite materials.
Cycling as a component of the three disciplines I do in triathlon requires the most time. I'm doing about 700 kilometres a week, 50 weeks a year. You know, you put swimming and running into that, and basically my life revolves around exercise. Yeah, the requirements I'm looking for in a bicycle predominantly is reliability first. You know, as a professional athlete who does triathlon, swim, bike and run, the bike is the only thing that lies outside my control. If I have a problem with my bike, it can end my race, so reliability is key.
Chris McCormick relies on a bike made by the American brand Specialized, which has been producing top quality bikes since 1974 and currently makes the quickest time trial bike in the world, the Shiv TT. Specialized expects high standards from all the materials it uses. Henkel products are used to bond individual composite components, as well as in the final assembly of the bikes. As one of the world market leaders, the Californians continually develop their carbon frame using cutting-edge construction, production, and test methods.
Once you've made components like these, you have to ask yourself, how will I attach the individual components made from the so-called CFRP material to each other or to other materials? If I want to screw or rivet them together, I would have to drill holes in the component, which would weaken it. A much more elegant solution is to bond them together. Bonding gives me the advantage of not only achieving point loading, but also a smooth transfer of the expected loads. When we choose a suitable adhesive for an application, we think first about the end requirements. In the case of a bike, this means thinking about the stability and durability of the bond and the adhesion power of the glue.
Depending on the model, specialized carbon frames consist of several molded monocoque parts. Large individual pieces form the high-performance frame, which is especially customized to the individual load in terms of material thickness and fiber structure. Specialized engineers use a one-component Loctite epoxy resin, which reliably bonds the carbon parts and all the required metal parts, such as the bottom bracket and hub shell, to the carbon, and which is hardened using heat. The adhesive used must meet the high standards of rigidity and impact strength required by such a high-performance frame. It must also be able to withstand the long-term dynamic loads and vibrations on the various neuralgic points of the frame reliably.
Requirements of a concrete application can be quite diverse. The range of adhesives must be equally as varied. We can find an adhesive for every application. Our technicians work on-site with customers and provide advice in choosing the right adhesive, constructing joints, and implementation in the manufacturing process. We also offer training sessions, which can be tailored to both constructors and users.
So I've been racing triathlon now for 25 years, you know, and I've really done the complete, you know, evolution of bicycles. I started riding steel frames in the early 80s and, you know, migrated to aluminium and, Then the titanium craze came along, and finally it wasn't until I went across to Specialized did I taste carbon fibre for the first time, and for me it was sheer perfection. Specialized said, well, what we do is we build bikes and we build equipment, so we're going to build that as quickly, as fast as we possibly can for you, the athlete. Then we're going to show you how to sit on this equipment as fast as you possibly can and get you in the best position. And then it's up to you. There's no excuses then as an athlete to not win.
Structural bonding and carbon fibers are increasingly being used in many areas of daily life. Innovative adhesive solutions increase reliability and performance and open up new possibilities for construction and design. Job done.